And Michael Martineau is at the news desk. How are you, sir?
Good. A little disappointed, but...
What are you disappointed about?
My job's going well, and then I thought I was working today, and now I'm not.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
Oh. Well, that's all. So you went in. You went in assuming you were working?
Yeah.
That's always awkward. So what happened? You went in and what?
Because we were supposed to have a staff meeting. We had a staff meeting yesterday, which I was not be able to attend due to prior commitments.
Yes.
And it's a full-time gig, so I thought I was working, and apparently I wasn't. So, but I can be on your show, then I'll probably go to a couple meetings tonight.
Go to a couple meetings?
School board meetings, probably.
Oh. I didn't know I thought maybe you were doing the AA thing. I didn't know what was going on there. Okay, yeah. Well, usually when somebody says, I got to go to a meeting, and it's, later in the day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not, now I don't mean to pry, but are you hinting at something? Do you have a problem?
No.
Oh, good.
I do not have a problem. Just a little disappointed right now, but it's fine. I'll overcome it.
Because you can tell us, Michael, if you do.
I do not have a problem.
Okay, I'm just saying, if you do, because the first step is admitting that you, acknowledging to yourself and acknowledging to the radio audience, the worldwide radio audience. I mean, we have Brian Mackey. He's in freaking Idaho, of all places. So acknowledging to our audience that you, in fact, have a problem, and then we would all support you in your quest for help. So you can tell us.
I have no problem, just disappointed that I'm not working today.
I get that, but it's just, I don't know how many, Michael, I used to do a lot in the music industry in terms of playing in bands and stuff and promoting shows. In fact, we have a band coming in tomorrow. Members of the band Edgewise will be here. But I just, I don't know how many times I've heard an alcoholic say, I don't have a problem. I just thought I was supposed to work today. I'm sorry. No, I've got that wrong. What they usually say is, no, I don't have a problem. I just thought I was supposed to stay home today and be drunk. Sometimes I get these things wrong. The devil is in the details, is it not, Mr. Martineau?
Yes, it is. Emo, I did get kicked out of a show on Saturday night.
Well, I thought you were going to say you got kicked out of a meeting. I was going to say, clearly you have a problem.
No, I got kicked out of the DEF CON show on Saturday night.
Whoa, this is big news. And by the way, Scumpy, if you're listening, I apologize. Jenny and I were not at this one. We couldn't make it to this one, although we did. In our defense, we did drive all the way up, way up north to Concord. Way up in the White Mountains. We did drive all the way up there to see Scumpy. But I don't mean to bury the lead. What happened? You actually got kicked out of the show?
Or because they were playing at the world famous Davion Club on Wilson Street.
Yes.
It was their Halloween party and DEF CON was playing.
Were you drunk?
No.
Okay. Are you sure?
No. So I went.
You can tell us if you were.
No, I didn't have any drink.
Okay.
So basically, I arrived an hour and a half. If they were playing from like 8 to midnight.
Was Scumpy drunk? You can tell us if he was.
He seemed it.
Okay, just checking. Good. All right.
But basically, I know it's a members only club, and so I asked Scumpy to sign me in as a guest. I don't, and basically he looked at the log and had me put whoever was previous, which wasn't him, and then after like 45 minutes, I was politely asked to leave because I used another member's name as.
You used
because
you committed identity theft? That's even worse than being an alcoholic, Michael Martineau. I cannot believe this.
Scumpy told me to use the name, so.
Oh, right.
Or I used my name as a guest, but he had me put whoever the previous member down is, and then the owner of the establishment and myself went back and forth, and he nicely asked me to leave, which I did.
I'll tell you what. Well, yeah, so the next time I get pinched for identity theft, I'm just going to tell the judge, Scumpy made me do it. No, but that is, I dare say, that. So you'd already been there for 45 minutes.
Or basically, so I got inside. They were on a break between the sets, and basically, one of the employees asked me, "Are you a member here, or are you just a guest?" I'm like, "I'm a guest. Can you please have a member sign you in?" And I didn't know anybody because I've never been in the Davion before.
Right.
I've passed it walking, but so basically I went because only person I knew there was Scuppy. So like, can you sign me in? And then he told me to write the previous member's name that was on that page because I have a guest sign in if you do go there as a guest. And then
right.
Then me and the employee went back and forth. Really, he asked me who signed you in. I told him it was a big mess, but I was politely asked to leave. I tried to enjoy my time there, but not really.
So I have to say, I mean, it just seems a little. By the way, that's the actual reason Jenny and I didn't go. By the way, we know the importance of following the rules, and we were concerned that because we're not members of the Davion, that and we're not going to steal anyone's identity, and we were concerned that that it would be a problem. But I don't understand something. So when Scumpy calls into the show, when he called into the show several times prior to the show, when he called into this show to promote the show coming up, he never said anything about. You have to be a member to get in. I mean, do you feel like he kind of set you up? Not intentionally.
No.
But, I mean,
No, but now I'll know that unless we're playing a public place, that isn't a members-only thing. And I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jenny says in the Facebook live chat, hey, don't pull me into your web of lies. I think that might be directed at you, Michael Martineau. Certainly she can't be speaking of me. I mean, no. Jenny and I were like, oh, we should go, but what if it sounds like it's a members-only club, And we're sticklers for following the rules.
I try to too, but it's like sometimes I want to enjoy music, and because I've never been to Davion before, so it is what it is.
Now, do you think that this would have happened to Eazy-G if he had been there? Or would they have been
Yes, it would have happened to Eazy-G.
You think so? Well, you are the bigger star,
yeah.
And I don't dispute that, but I just wonder, because Eazy-G, the thing is, and I'm sure you've noticed this about him, I'm not saying I'm going to do I'll pull a Trump here. I'm not going to say he uses anabolic steroids. Whoa, what's going on over there?
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm not saying he uses anabolic steroids. I wouldn't say that. See, but Eazy-G, as you know, he's extremely buff and intimidating, and I can just imagine like he's there in that same situation, and an employee comes up to him and is all like, "Hey, are you supposed to be here?" And then Eazy-G, he just starts shaking and hulking up, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm supposed to be here, brother." You know what I mean? And then a melee would have ensued. Can you imagine?
Be my first time in there, and probably last time in there. He politely asked me to leave, and I did.
Yeah. Well, what did he say exactly? Did he say please?
Yes,
Well, that's good.
He said,
at least he said please.
He pointed out the member that I wrote down as that. What Scumpy told me to write down, and then she's like, she doesn't know you. Can you politely please leave the premises? I'm like, sure.
Right. So Scumpy, I just want to be clear about this detail, Michael Martineau. And I was just breaking balls about the identity theft and all this, but and the alcoholism. But I do want to be clear on one thing. So Scumpy, our friend, Jeff Scumpy Lorenz, one of my favorite Trump supporters, and a man whom I look up to, literally because he's taller than me, a man whom I regard as an honest, God-fearing, actually I'm pretty sure he's an atheist, but an honest, thoughtful paragon of virtue, told you to lie and write down the wrong name.
Yes.
He told you to lie. Like the serpent in the Garden of Eden. He may as well have been the one to convince Eve to pluck an apple from the tree and hand it to Adam, is what you're saying, Michael Martineau.
Yes.
Jeff Scumpy Lorenz, I dare say, led you down the primrose path. An expression that I've never even fully understood, but I'll use any excuse to use it because I like the way it sounds.
Yep.
And how do you feel about that? How do you feel about Scumpy now, knowing that he has single-handedly corrupted you and led you into probably now a life of crime?
He hasn't got me in a life of crime, but it was disappointing not to see the rest of the show. I only heard him sing like 2 or 3 songs before I had to leave.
Yes, but doesn't a life of crime typically start with being at a show at a members only club and someone tells you to claim you're someone you're not? Isn't that how it begins?
I have no idea. Hopefully not.
I think I remember, Alderman Bill Berry, he's in law enforcement, and I think he had called into the show one day and suggested that. Let's see. Well, we have some input on this in the Facebook live chat. This terrible scandal. We've been engulfed in scandal here. I can't believe this. Brian Mackey from Idaho, whom I mentioned earlier, he's in there. Jenny, of course, I mentioned, is in there. Hello to Wayne Noel. Also, Michael Martineau is in there. And you're over there.
Yeah.
Wayne says, "What's up, Matt?" Brian is enjoying the comedy, although there's really nothing funny about our friend Michael Martineau, this innocent young man. You're only, what are you, 25?
Yeah.
25, and I dare say far too pretty for prison. And that's why I'm concerned, sir. That's why I'm concerned.
Thanks for being concerned, but I don't think it will happen.
Scumpy has led you astray. If you do end up a hardened criminal after all of this, it will be because of his influence. And I dare say that rock and roll music, it seduces and it corrupts. Yes.
Yes, it does.
Yes. Those power chords in minor keys. This is what happens. This is what happens when you go around listening to Kiss. I should know. Let's see. Aaron Jones, Pocket in the Facebook live chat says, play Justin Bieber. Do you have a favorite Justin Bieber song, Michael Martineau? Speaking of hardened criminals.
Not really.
Yeah, I don't even. Okay. Let's see. Jenny says, Matt Connarton, I'm going to tell your father. You're going to tell my father about what Scumpy has done to Michael Martineau, leading him down the road to ruin, to a road. I mean, at this point, Michael, I half expect that the next time I see you, you're going to be wearing a leather jacket and smoking a cigarette.
I'm not a smoker, so that will never happen.
Yeah, yet. I mean, come on, you know where this all leads, and it's no place good. Let's see. Johnny D. Holly is asking how much for the couch. I don't believe the couch. Do you know if the couch is for sale?
I do not.
Yeah, me neither. If it is, though, we should sell it. We could split the money.
No, I'm not trying to sell property that's not mine. Don't even think about that.
You're not trying to steal property that's not yours yet.
Oh.
But thanks to Scumpy, it's inevitable. I mean, I half expect now I'm going to show up here one day, or Peter White's going to show up here in the morning, and the couch is going to be gone. It's going to turn out that you and your new partner in crime, Scumpy, that's going to turn out the two of you absconded with the couch and sold it and kept the money or split it between you. Isn't it?
No.
Okay. Well, I hope not. I hope not, sir. Let's see. Johnny D. Holly asks, has Trump sat on the couch? I don't believe so. Do you know if Trump has sat on the couch?
No.
No. You don't know if he has, or you're pretty sure he hasn't?
I'm pretty sure he hasn't.
That Trump would not be suitable for our president, Donald John Trump, to sit on.
No, it would not.
Clearly not. We have a call. Let's take this call. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Eazy-G, I heard you talking about me.
Oh, Eazy-G. Yes, we have your theme music, of course.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the looks that drive to go wild. I've got the moves that really move. I said chill up and down their spine. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy.
There you go. You see, Michael, Eazy-G, he's just a sexy boy. He's not your boy toy. Very important.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not, although with everything Stumpy's getting into these days.
This is quite a story there, Michael, about the getting thrown out of the bar. Boy, I don't know.
Well, what would happen if you were there, Eazy-G? What would have happened?
Well, I don't think I'd be there. 'Cause I don't really care for his music. Sorry, but if he's listening.
Oh!
I told him that before. He says that's all right. He knows.
Oh,
This is not my favorite.
I do have a story about Eazy-G and DEF CON.
Oh, let's hear it.
So back when I came back from my trip to Pennsylvania in May, basically the day after that I got here, DEF CON was playing right down here at Panucci's, and I had just come from a SNU baseball game, and I was at Panucci's. DEF CON was playing that night, and I saw Eazy-G there. Then he lasted less. He lasted less time than me. I was only there for an hour. You were only there for like 30 minutes, Eazy-G. You remember that?
I really want a cup of tea. Plus, my feet were really killing me.
Right.
That didn't help either.
Right.
I mean, it hurt all the time, but back then they were really bad.
Right. Which is a polite way of saying you don't like Stumpy's
It wasn't
band.
really
I
my cup of tea. It was just kind of,
it's the devil's
not
music.
my favorite. I told him that. He said, that's all right.
You can say it.
Everything can't be your favorite, he told me.
It's the devil's music, and you don't want to be led down the primrose path like our friend Michael Martineau.
Yeah, true. See, you never get into trouble when you go see Amanda McCarthy, unless it's a
right
St. Patrick's Day party over at Murphy's Tap Room, and some of those people at that party, they were drunk.
Exactly, but you can go see a nice Amanda McCarthy show. You can go see a nice Amanda show.
Some of the ladies there, they were, oh my God, they were.
Yeah, you can go there, not end up in prison. It's very nice. Whereas if you go see DEF CON, look what happens to you. Peter White is right, by the way. I'm realizing now, Peter White has the right instinct because he doesn't want to. Peter White, definitely too pretty for prison. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree on that.
That's probably why Peter White wasn't there either.
That's right. Exactly. I'm beginning
he doesn't want any trouble.
Well, now that I think about it, and I didn't want to say this on the air, but no one can prove anything, so you won't know whether or not I'm serious. But after Jenny and I went and saw DEF CON way up in the White Mountains of Concord, we robbed a series of convenience stores on the way home.
Oh, no.
Yes, well, because Scumpy was like, I'm going to turn you into criminals with my music, and that's what he did. Yeah. Those minor chords with all that distortion. It's the devil's music.
Well, did you hear the president and his wife, Milana, went to the World Series game last night, and they yelled out, send him back, criminal?
Yeah.
No, they yelled out, lock him up. I wish they had yelled, send him back as well.
lock him up. Lock him up.
Yes, that would have been great if they had also yelled, send him back. That would have been awesome. Very appropriate.
Oh, I don't know if they yelled that up, but he wasn't very popular. It's right here in Washington.
I know. Well, yes.
He just had that guy killed, that big bad guy. Well, the problem is when you kill one bad guy, there's always another one to replace him.
Well, that's true. That is very,
there's never
very true.
an end to bad guys. Don't you agree, Michael?
Yep. Yeah, if you kill the
They get rid of
top,
one slob, and it's always another slob take his place, and another one and another. They're like ants.
Maybe that's why
There's always
Scumpy.
one more.
Maybe that's why Scumpy is grooming our friend Michael Martineau to take his place as a rock and rollin'
Oh, no, I hope
organized
not.
crime lord. That's what
hope
I
not.
think.
Stay,
Yes.
stay away from the DEFCON there, Michael.
Yeah, I would. I would.
I will for now, unless it's in a public bar.
Yes.
Oh, my
a
God.
public bar. Oh my.
All right, I'll let you guys go to clear up the line.
All right, Eazy-G.
Bye.
Thank you for the call. Well, so nice to hear from Eazy-G, Eric Gagnon. Let's see. He was on the morning show, by the way. If you missed the morning show, you can check that out. Aaron Jones Pocket says, Alexa, recipes for stew. Stew? Johnny D. Holly says, Jeff is shady. I could see him doing that. Oh, my goodness. Jeff Scumpy Lorenz. Very, whoop. That's not what I meant to do. I was going for the air horn. You'll have to excuse me. I'm new here. Johnny says, Darnell gonna get Jeff's ass for what he did to him. Darnell? Who's Darnell? You must know, Michael. Who's this Darnell we speak of?
I have no idea.
What did Jeff Scumpy Lorenz do to Darnell? That's my question. Oh, I think Scumpy's going to have a new theme when he comes on the show now. It's going to be Kiss's Partners in Crime. You know that song, Michael Martineau, Partners in Crime by Kiss?
No.
No, well, you might hear it today. Let's see. Jenny says, Johnny, do tell. Yeah, I'm very curious about what our friend Scumpy might have done to Darnell. Darnell's probably fallen into a life of crime. Stephen Philbrook joins us in the Facebook live chat, as well as Joe. It kind of looks like Delault, but it's probably not. It's probably French, and it's actually like Delot or something. Anyway, Joe, I apologize for butchering your name, as I'm quite sure neither of those pronunciation attempts on my part were correct. Brian Mackey says, never listen to Kiss. Well, I'll tell you what. So Kiss is my favorite band, but I'm rethinking that now because, Scumpy, he comes on the show. He always requests that at the break we play a Kiss song, which I'm usually amenable to because it's my favorite band. But now I'm worried that Scumpy has actually been getting me to play Kiss as a means of corrupting the listeners. What do you think?
Controversial. I have nothing to say about that.
Right. You're being very diplomatic about everything, and I think that's a good idea, because what if Scumpy... Oh, my God. I just remembered something. So Scumpy is in a little short film. Perhaps you've seen it. It's on Amazon Prime. Directed by, what's his name? From Narrow Street Films.
Terry Trainer?
Terry Trainer, yes, thank you. Scumpy's in a little film called The Last Two. Have you watched this?
I have not.
He's very, very good in it. But he plays like this crime lord guy who's having his henchmen hunt down this guy and to kill him. And I don't want to give anything away. It's very short. But it's interesting. Now that I'm thinking about it, I hadn't considered this before, but Scumpy is very good in the role. He seems very comfortable as this crime guy. Isn't that interesting? Almost as though he was made to play that part. Like an organized crime guy. You should watch it, Michael Martineau. If you have Amazon Prime, you should watch it. And then you might see what I mean. If you know what I mean.
This being made ain't working out the way I thought it would. A lot of responsibilities.
What if Scumpy, Michael Martineau, what if Scumpy one day were to offer to do you a favor? And he told you that he would do you whatever that favor is, but at some point in the future, he might want you to do him a favor. What would you do?
I have no idea.
Right. Well, I know what you should do, but I'm going to let your conscience be your guide. I'm not here to give advice on how not to end up, in the witness protection program should something go awry. That is not my role here. Let's see. Brian Mackey says, it's the devil. Stephen Philbrook says, I need to get pumped up. I need to know about Renegades of Funk cover by Rage Against the Machine. Air horn, air horn, air horn. Yes, well, perhaps we'll play that later after we play Kiss's Partners in Crime in honor of our friend Scumpy and the corruption of the innocent, the once innocent Michael Martineau. How does it feel, Michael, to know that Jeff Scumpy Lorenz has single-handedly robbed you of your innocence? How does that feel? That must feel weird.
Yes, it does.
And me saying the words probably sounds even weirder than it feels. But you know. Let's see. Brian Mackey says, Michael Martineau, we are with you, man. Do not relent. Yes. You need to stay grounded. You need to
be humble.
Be humble. Yes. Are you a religious man? No, it doesn't sound like it. Well, perhaps it's time you sought some advice and counsel from the Lord. You know, apparently he talks to a lot of people. They hear voices in their head or some weird stuff. I don't know how that works, but you know, perhaps you need some. Perhaps you should go to church with our friend Eazy-G.
Not a chance from Eazy-G.
You're not just avoiding church because Scumpy avoids church, are you?
I'm not even gonna go there.
To church? Yeah, I wouldn't either. It's really boring. Plus, if you're Catholic, it's like you get this ridiculous workout that you're not even dressed for. It's like aerobics. You gotta sit, stand, kneel, stand, sit, kneel, stand, run around, get the wafer, shake a bunch of hands, which is especially awful during cold and flu season. You know, when they do the peace be with you, that's a germ factory right there. My goodness. If you go to church, you're going to get a cold or a flu or sickle cell anemia. And yet it's the house of the Lord. How does that make sense? Stephen Philbrook says, woohoo, I got the top fan diamond. Ooh, yes. He's got the top fan diamond. That is the special Top Fan Diamond air horn. I don't know if you know that, Michael Martineau.
I did not.
Yeah, well, now you do. I only use it for that, specifically for that. Let's see. Johnny D. Holly says, call me. I'd love to be on the show. Well, you can actually call us, sir. We don't really call out, but you can call the show at 603-250-6007 if you'd like. 603-250-6007. Let's see. Brian says, here's the thing. Kiss, Detroit Rock City will cause all kinds of mental awakening. Could be very dangerous. I agree. That's why they say, right in the lyrics, they say, you got to lose your mind in Detroit Rock City. You like that song, Michael?
Yeah.
It's a classic.
Yes, it is.
Yes, yes. All right. Well, I don't know. This whole Scumpy thing, it's got me shook, as I believe the young people say. The young people say that, right? You're only 25 years old. You would know. The young people say that, right?
Yeah.
It's got me shook.
Yeah, I would say that's in popular culture right now.
Right. Yes. Would you say, like, this whole thing, because you are the one who's been led down the primrose path, would you say that this whole thing with Scumpy, it's got you shook? His attempt to corrupt you?
Not really. It was an inconvenience to my wife, and now I moved on.
An inconvenience to your life, and now you've moved on. Good for you. That shows, it shows maturity. It shows a strength of character. If it were me, I gotta tell you, I'd be looking for revenge. Oh my. I need a sip of water from my mug from the Hop Knot, by the way. Matt Connarton Unleashed is sponsored by the Hop Knot. Have you been to the Hop Knot yet?
I have not.
at 1000 Elm Street. It's right across the street here at the Brady Sullivan Plaza. Do you say, Michael, do you say plaza or plaza?
Plaza.
Plaza? And yet, if you say the name of the actress, Aubrey Plaza, it sounds wrong. So you have to say Aubrey Plaza. I mean, you don't have to. But to say Aubrey Plaza sounds weird, right?
It's like potato, tomato, tomato.
Let's just call the whole thing off. That's what you should have said to Scumpy on your way out the door. Be like, you're not turning me to the dark side. Let's just call the whole thing off. He's like Darth Vader. He's trying to turn you to the dark side. Or no. He's like the Emperor. And the Emperor, I don't even like Star Wars. Why am I doing that? But anyway, so the Hop Knot, I'm more of a Star Trek guy. People get very offended. Well, some people get very offended when I say this, Michael Martineau. I just think Star Trek is a lot smarter than Star Wars. Star Wars is very simplistic. Star Trek has social commentary, and it's very sophisticated.
I like both. I don't prefer one over the other.
It's okay to like both. I mean, it's 2019. Whatever. Yeah, it's all good. But anyway, the Hop Knot at the Brady Sullivan Plaza at 1000 Elm Street. So they have gourmet pretzels. They have craft beer. They have wine. The food there is phenomenal. And the beverages as well. I'm not much of a drinker, but no, they have a lot of great stuff. We recently celebrated John Hopwood's birthday there. Did you know, Michael Martineau, was recently John Hopwood's birthday?
I did not.
The big 7-0. He's now 70 years old. Can you believe it?
Yes, I can.
He's only slightly younger than Eazy-G. So, but no, it was a very nice evening. We celebrated with John Hopwood there. My favorite pretzel there, it's called the Italian. It's a pretzel with pepperoni and cheese, and it's really, really good and probably very fattening, although I've actually lost some weight. So, but anyway, yeah, so the Hop Knot at 1000 Elm Street. And there's a big event coming up there on November 1st. It's going to be the Halloween Hangover at the Hop Knot from 8 to midnight. And you get a drink ticket with admission, and there's a best costume contest, and it's going to be really, really cool. And I think Scumpy will be there as Darth Vader. Can you believe that, Michael Martineau?
I don't think the Hop Knot is his type of thing.
Right, yes. The Hop Knot's a good place, and his type of thing is evil. And we have a call. Perhaps this is Scumpy calling to explain himself. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hello?
Hello? Is this the Honorable
Master Hopwood is 70 years old? My gosh.
No, he's either 70 or 75. I just know he's younger than Eazy-G. Yes.
Poor Michael Martineau. What happened to him?
I know.
Such an innocent little child, a young adult. And what happened?
He's been seduced by that rock and roll music.
Oh, my gosh.
I know. Can you believe it? I'm trying to get him to go to church, trying to get him to turn to the Lord, and he refuses.
That's terrible. Next, he'll be growing his hair long and everything else.
I know. He'll be wearing a leather jacket, smoking a cigarette.
Tie-dye shirt, and everything else.
He could go that way, yes, although that's far less threatening. Do you have any tie-dye shirts, Michael Martineau?
Probably from when I did them in high school and throughout my school years, probably, but...
Aha! You were right.
Oh, it's all coming out now.
Yes, oh, yes.
Oh, my.
It's all coming out now.
Boy. Well, if you do see Master Hopwood, tell him happy birthday. Hope he enjoys his 75th year.
I believe he is 80 years old, yes. Very exciting. 80 years young, I should say. I apologize.
He's an old fart.
Right. All right. Well, thank you for the call.
You have a wonderful day now.
All right, thank you. You too. Bye-bye. I believe that was the Honorable Heidi Hamer. She doesn't, for some reason, she doesn't identify herself when she calls the show, but I'm 99.999% sure that was her.
Yeah, it sounded like her.
Yes. Let's see. Brian in the Facebook live chat says, boom, there you have finally someone dares to speak the truth, LOL. Matt, you do. I do speak the truth. I have, I am like George Washington, Michael Martineau. I don't know if you realize this. I mean, that's not to say if I did cut down a cherry tree, I would own up to it. I would want to know if there was video surveillance. But I might own up to it if I did it.
Yeah.
What would you do, Michael Martineau, if you were accused and you knew you did it? What would you do?
I would fess up to the crime.
You would fess up to the crime? So you're acknowledging that you're entering a life of crime? Oh, I'm worried it's too late. It's too late to save you. Did Scumpy play any Black Sabbath while you were there at the Davion?
I was only able to hear like 3 songs. I couldn't put my tongue to any of them.
You couldn't put your tongue to any of them. So you don't remember what any of them were? You just know that, suffice it to say, they were songs of evil. Seduction and corruption. Bringing you to the dark side. What's the worst thing you've ever done, Michael Martineau? What's the most evil thing you've ever done? So far.
I have to think about that.
Well, that's encouraging. If you have to think about it, then you probably haven't done anything too terrible.
I can't really think of anything.
Well, would you say that the most terrible thing might be that you pretended to be someone else at Scumpy's show?
No, I was myself. It was just...
the story's changing, I see.
No. So I put my name on the guest, and then I use because... So basically, on the logbook, it was... You had to put a member's name, and then the member number, and then your name and where you're from, and then eventually be.
But I just realized something. So, is Scumpy actually a member of the Davion?
I don't think so.
So he's not even a member, but he took it upon himself to change the rules in the middle of the game, or in the middle of the show. To bend the rules to his will. And his dark impulses, shall we say.
Yep.
When he greeted you that night, did he have an evil laugh? Was he like, "Oh, Michael Martineau, I'm glad you're here"?
No, he did not.
Yeah, that you remember. He could have hypnotized you. Trust me, I know a little bit about hypnosis. He could have put you under his spell to bring you to the dark side. Am I right? He could have.
Yeah, he could have.
Right. See, you can't prove that he didn't.
Yep.
Can't prove that he didn't. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Wow. This is, I'll tell you what. I mean, of all the scandals, there was a certain mayoral candidate who suffered through the scandal of Robegate, but we're not allowed to talk about him when he's not here on this program. There's, there was the whole, wasn't there a scandal with Eazy-G or something? Oh, there was, there's been all kinds of stuff. But this is probably, Before you know it, the entire country will be engulfed in this. I mean, you're going to see this tonight on MSNBC, probably, Michael Martineau. You're going to end up as a guest on Rachel Maddow, I bet.
I don't even watch MSNBC.
But see, here's the thing. Scumpy is MAGA. He's a Trump supporter, so Rachel Maddow is probably going to open her show with a long soliloquy, because that's what she does, all about the Trump supporter in New Hampshire who plays in a band called Defcon, who tried to turn you to the dark side and to a life of crime. And you'll probably be that'll be pretty cool. Actually, they'll fly you out to New York, I'm sure, and you'll get to be there. You'll get to meet Rachel and maybe even Lawrence O'Donnell or Chris Hayes. It could be great. You don't seem that excited. Are you more of a CNN guy? You like Anderson Cooper? He is the son of Gloria Vanderbilt, after all.
Not.
Don't tell me you like Fox News.
I like the sports reporting, but
you like? Oh, well, that's different.
Yeah.
I mean,
I usually get my news from WMUR. So
right, WMUR, award winning. By the way, they win lots of awards at the New Hampshire Association of Broadcasters Granite Mike Awards. Peter White and the Dions will back me up on this. They win a lot of awards in the television category. It's pretty much a clean sweep, Michael Martineau. It's a clean sweep. They win everything. Yeah, it's kind of not fair.
And best station can't win anything because Walk 101 or all these other radio stations take it from us.
They do. They literally take it from us. We did win an award, and Peter White and I and the Dions, we went up to accept it, and somebody from Rock 101 swooped in and grabbed it and ran away. They literally take the awards from us, Michael Martineau. And you know what? I think Scumpy put them up to it. What do you think of that? Yeah? Would you put it past him? Yeah, I wouldn't either. I take your silence as agreement.
Yes.
I know you don't want him upset with you because, you know, he's into the black magic. Because they're probably at band practice right now, jamming on some Black Sabbath and casting spells with lots of candles lit, which could also be romantic. But no, that's not what they're up to. Clearly. Let's see. Brian says, oh no, I'm sorry. I read that already. Hans van Delft, I hope I said that correctly, says, hello, everyone. The Netherlands is also having a good time listening. Great show, guys. Greetings. Well, hello to you, Hans. Oh, that's the same. For some reason, the comment appears twice. But we have listeners in the Netherlands, Michael Martineau. That's why I said we are truly worldwide.
Yep, we are international.
International.
Yep.
Or for our French listeners, I would say international. I think that's how you say it. Is that how you say it in French? Do you know? Your last name is Martineau, so you would know better than me if that's how you say it in French.
I didn't really take... I probably had one semester of French back in middle school, and I don't even remember any of it, so...
I believe in French it's international, and I believe in Italian... We'll have to ask Father Bruno next time we hear from him. I believe in Italian and it's international. No? Is that wrong? Does that sound wrong?
No. That sounds right.
International. Right?
Ravioli?
Yeah, that's, is that your impression of me trying to say international in Italian?
No.
Because that's very hurtful. You've hurt my feelings, Michael Martineau. I'm a very sensitive man, as you know.
No, I was trying to do another word.
Oh, what word are you trying to do?
Ravioli.
Oh, ravioli, right. Well, but we don't. Now you're getting into stereotypes, Michael Martineau. Whoa, that in these politically correct times, that's very dangerous. Scumpy truly has led you down the primrose path. Wow. Oh, my good. Well, you know, his hero, Donald Trump, is very un-PC himself. I can imagine him doing that. He probably does that when he's at an Italian restaurant. He's probably like, hey, let's have some ravioli. He probably does that. Hello to Rhonda Favero, who joins us in the Facebook live chat. She says, sinister. Yes, well, we're learning all kinds of frightening things today. Archie Frangudis also joins us. Brian says, this DEF CON you speak of, so big they can afford to toss future fans and patrons out the door? I have never heard of them. Oh, my goodness. Well, yes, they're very, very famous. Yes. Very, very famous. Right? Right, Michael Martineau?
But more of a local rock and roll cover band with some original songs.
Right. Which very much sounds like the opposite of famous. But that's okay. Yep. But we do love Scumpy, even though he attempts to corrupt us. Oh, hello to Rocky Huber, who joins us in the Facebook live chat. Well, I think we should, we'll take a break. We are at the top of the hour. Of course, this is Matt Connarton Unleashed on WMNH 95.3, sponsored by the Hop Knot. Are you sticking around, Michael Martineau?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I just want to make sure you're not leaving here and you're going to go rob a liquor store or something with Scumpy. I mean, I don't know. All right. Who would be the wheelman in that case? Because one guy's got to go in and rob and the other guy's got to be ready with the car.
I'm not going to convict myself anymore.
That's very wise, my friend. That is not without a lawyer present, right? Am I right?
Correct.
Yes. All right, so we will take a break, and Michael Martineau is here with us, and I'm going to play this. You know, Scumpy always requests a Kiss song, so here it is, as promised. This is from Killers. This is called Partners in Crime, and we've already learned a lot here today, my friends, and sitting at the news desk, Mr. Michael Martineau. Oh, I didn't put your mic back on. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Thanks for having me.
Well, you're very welcome. Thank you for joining us. The number to call is 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. You can also send a text to 617-917-4476 if you so choose. You can tweet me at Matt Connarton. You can email me, matt@ipmnation.com. And if you text, tweet, or email, I will read that on the show. As long as there's no profanity in it, we cannot use bad words, although I could read them and self-edit. But I'm telling you right now, if you send me a limerick and I so much as see the word Nantucket, I will not be reading that on the air. It might give me a good hearty chuckle, but I won't be able to read it out aloud. So keep that in mind. But you can give us a call at 603-250-6007. I'll tell you this, I'd really like to hear from Scumpy today. He's got some explaining to do, as Desi Arnaz used to say to Lucy. Remember that? Lucy, you got some explaining to do? I think that's how he said it. Explaining. He's Cuban.
Oh, from Chips.
No. From I Love Lucy.
Before my time.
Yes. Let's see. So I did play some Kiss there. I played Partners in Crime, and then per request of Brian Mackey, Detroit Rock City from Alive 2, Brian says, I went to Kiss in my teens straight and left wasted, LOL. The energy is nuts. Yes, and I also played Renegades of Funk, of course, for Stefan. Forgot his name there for a second. Stefan Philbrook, one of our top fans. He wanted to hear some Renegades of Funk. Let's see. John Hopwood is texting me. What is this? He sent me a link. Should I click this link, Michael Martineau, from John Hopwood on the text line?
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's from the Daily Kos. Oh, the Daily Kos. They're a bunch of commies. MRFF says Halloween twice for the children on military base. Oh, yes, MRFF, the Military Religious Freedom Foundation. So this was published today on the Daily Kos. Second only to Christmas, Halloween is the holiday for which service members contact the MRFF about issues of their command forcing fundamentalist Christian religious views on them. It is one thing for a base chapel to hold an alternative event, such as Robbins Air Force Base's Hallelujah Night, which is run by the chapel, completely voluntary and doesn't stop others from celebrating Halloween in a normal way. That's fine, but it's quite another thing when a commander attempts to cancel Halloween activities altogether because their personal religious beliefs deem Halloween to be a satanic holiday. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I was trying to get the air horn for that. Anytime I say satanic holiday, Michael Martineau, I like to use the air horn. By the way, my devout Catholic father loves Halloween. It is not a celebration of Satan, but, or maybe it is. Let's see. It says, so that's what happened this year at one military base. A commander whose religious opinion is that Halloween is disrespectful to Christian personnel because it elevates Satan over Christ, tried to stop the base's annual Halloween party. Fortunately, excuse me. Fortunately, one of the service members who had been working hard since July to plan this year's Halloween party was told about MRFF and contacted us about the situation. And MRFF founder and president Mikey Weinstein, who's been on the show a few times now, stepped in. The next day, the commander rescinded their order canceling the Halloween party, but not without the condition that nobody wear costumes that were of a satanic nature or celebrating Satan, such as, quote, devil, demon, witch, vampire, monster, or skeleton. Even a skeleton? How's that satanic? The list of, we all have a skeleton. The list of banned costumes even included a pumpkin, apparently because the commander, for some reason, finds pumpkins to be satanic. Yes. I often, I have noticed, Michael Martineau, if I'm eating a delicious pumpkin pie, I start to have evil thoughts.
Really?
Yeah. I've never admitted that before because that's just not something you want to tell people. But now everyone knows. Don't feed me pumpkin pie. MRFF, I'm kidding. Of course you can feed me pumpkin pie. I just can't be held responsible for the consequences because I've warned you. MRFF stepped in for a second time and the costume restrictions were dropped. So, and again, MRFF is the Military Religious Freedom Foundation. How do you feel about this, Michael Martineau? Do you feel that Halloween is satanic and a celebration of Satan?
I don't believe that it's satanic at all.
Right. I agree. There was, years ago, let me see if I could find it. There was a town, a religious town where they were doing something, as an alternative to Halloween. This is 100% legit. This isn't me doing a bit or trying to be funny. This is completely true. Back in 2011, there was something called Jesus-ween as an alternative to Halloween. Don't anyone get mad at me. Again, this is actually, this is real. This was not my idea. This isn't me trying to be funny. So Jesus-ween, a Christian group, promotes godly alternative to Halloween. This is from HuffPost. This is from back in 2011. It's got costumes, it's got candy, but for some, what Halloween appears to be lacking is Christianity. To combat this apparent imbalance, one Christian group is promoting what it calls Jesus-ween, a faith-based alternative to the holiday. The group's website says, quote, we are focused on helping people live a better life. Throughout the year, and especially from October 31st till November 15th, we hold several seminars on various helpful topics, unquote. Jesus-ween participants are expected to hand out Bibles and other Christian gifts in, quote, a friendly way, according to a promotional video. Instead of costumes, participants are supposed to wear white to symbolize righteousness. Gawker spoke to the event's creator, Pastor Paul Aide, who runs a congregation in Calgary. He described the motivation behind it. Quote, Halloween is not consistent with the Christian faith. Many people say they feel uncomfortable on that day. We think people should choose an alternative activity, unquote. The group's Facebook page also makes similarly lofty predictions of success, stating that the day, quote, is expected to become the most effective Christian outreach day ever, unquote. Satirical website The Onion has a different take on the proposed new holiday, and they wrote, what they forgot to take into account, though, is the fact that those heavy Bibles are going to be hard to carry around all night. Many a child's candy sack will break. Won't someone think of the children? I agree. What do you think, Michael Martineau? Would you, do you support this, Jesus Ween? It sounds wrong for multiple reasons, but do you support this? Man of faith as yourself? Actually, you kind of aren't. Are you an atheist, Michael Martineau?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Because I kind of got that vibe, and you've been hanging around with Scumpy. And Scumpy, despite being a Trump supporter, and of course Donald Trump being the most godly of presidents, Scumpy himself, I think, has shown himself to be quite godless.
Halloween has been a great holiday for me throughout my years, so seeing an alternative version of it, it doesn't really faze me, but I don't really have a response.
Right. I mean, like I said, even my very Catholic father likes Halloween. Brian Mackey says, you have mail. Oh. Let me see if I can open that, Brian. Tyler, boy, how do you say this? Tyler Frilufstiv McGinnis says, can you sell the couch? Good couch. Will you sell? We should probably sell it before Michael and Scumpy steal it in the middle of the night. Not that I think you would do that. Brian says, "Splain it, Lucy," referring to I Love Lucy. Doug Limpwurst says, do you even lift, brah? Oh, Doug is, I wonder if he's probably addressing that to you, Michael Martineau, because earlier we were discussing Eazy-G, Eric Gagnon, and of course his giant muscles, and how he probably would have handled it had he been in that situation where someone was trying to throw him out. He would have hulked up.
No, I do not lift. I do get my exercise, but I do not lift.
Right, yes. Let's see. Rhonda says, love kiss. Have to. I'm a Detroit girl, born and raised, actually a suburb of. I was at the concert where Paul Stanley was rushed to the hospital. They did the show without him, and it was great. Yeah, that was the one time. I mean, I wasn't there, but as a Kiss fan, I'm well aware of it. That was the one time that the band has performed a full concert as a trio, because Paul Stanley has an irregular heartbeat, I believe, and he actually was unconscious. He was found unconscious before the show, so they performed that night without him. And Paul's fine. He recovered. Doug Limpwurst says white people problems, probably referring to the Jesus Ween debacle. Rhonda says horse pucky, probably referring to the idea of Halloween being satanic. Joe Rodriguez says, yes, man, I'm also here from the Craigslist ad for the sectional 8 couch. I don't think that now, since you're online, you'll be able to see. I'm going to put I've put the camera on the couch. Now, Joe, as you watch on Facebook, and of course, for those of you that are listening, whether it's in your vehicles as you make your afternoon commute or whatever it may be, radio is theater of the mind. But if you're watching online, as you can see, Joe, that is not a sectional couch. That's just it's just a plain old couch. It's just a couch. As Freud once said, sometimes a couch is just a couch. Am I right, Michael Martineau?
Yeah. Yep, a couch is just a couch.
A couch is just a couch. A sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental thing. My dad used to sing that to me when I was a kid. Isn't that nice? He called into the show the other day, too, but he didn't sing to me. He called in to sing the praises of our president, Donald John Trump. I did mention my father's devout Catholic. And Donald Trump, the most godly of presidents, would you not agree? Did you hear about I don't know why that's funny. Did you hear about the dream I had, Michael Martineau?
No, I'm looking at the next comment in the Facebook Live room.
Oh, I thought you were amused by my comment about Trump being the most godly of presidents. Did you hear about the dream that I had?
No, I didn't.
I dreamt that I died. I had an out-of-body experience. St. Peter came and got me, and he took me to heaven, and he sat me down for a quick intake interview, and then he brought me in to meet the big guy. You know who I mean when I say the big guy, right? And he brought me into his office. He's got a big golden desk, and on the wall behind him is a giant portrait of Ronald Wilson Reagan, and next to that, of course, a giant American flag, because we are God's favorite, as I think everyone knows. And then off to the side, a big life-size cardboard cutout of Donald John Trump, the most godly of presidents. And then I woke up. What do you think happened there, Michael Martineau? Was it a dream, or did I go to heaven?
I think it was just a dream.
I think it was just a dream, too. And you know how I know? Because I'm pro-choice and pro-gay marriage. So clearly, I am doomed to burn in hell. I think that's fair to say. Let's see. Brian Mackey is asking the big guy Trump. No. Although Trump is a big guy, he's obese. Literally. Like, he's obese. But the White House doctor won't say that. Remember when Trump was running during the campaign and that guy, the weird doctor there, I forget his name, he wrote that letter that said something like, if Trump is elected president, he'll be the healthiest president in like the history of the galaxy. He's got the body of an Adonis or something. I may have added that part, the body of the Adonis, because I'm thinking about Eazy-G and his rippling muscles. I don't mean I'm thinking about him like I'm, thinking about. I just mean it just occurred to me. You understand what I'm saying, Michael Martineau?
Yeah. I'm just reading the comments in the Facebook Live room right now.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, there are probably some good ones. Let's see. Joe Rodriguez says, yes, ma'am, I'm also here. Oh, I read that already. Joe says, I got $20 and 5 Newports on the couch. Are you willing to outbid him, Michael Martineau? $20 and 5 Newports. I assume he means cigarettes. You don't smoke.
I do not.
Because I was going to give you the Newports if you came and bought the couch. And I'll take the 20. And, actually, I have to give part of that to Scumpy for protection money for the racket, But he's going to get sent up the river, though, eventually on Rico. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean Rico Suave. You know what I'm saying there, Michael Martineau?
Hope so.
Yeah, I think you do. Oh, I think you do. No need to be coy, Roy. You know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Joe says, I'm also interested in your stolen Honda Civic. Yikes. Okay, Joe, we're not going to talk about the Honda Civic on the air. That's for an off-air conversation. No texting, no emailing, no Facebook messaging. We're going to discuss that when we're each on a burner phone, okay? And don't get me in trouble with Scumpy, because I got to cut him in on a piece of the action. Scumpy always gets a piece of the action, Michael Martineau, as you know. You've seen that up close.
Really, Stefan? Oh, my God.
Oh, no, what did Stefan say? Are you taking bids on the couch? Yeah, well, apparently we are. So Joe said $20 and 5 Newports. So what say you, Stefan? What will you give us for that beautiful couch? I'm going to try to get to this email here that our friend Brian in Idaho sent us. Claude Johnson says, show Bob. I don't know what that means. What does that mean, Michael Martineau? Show Bob. Who's this Bob? Do you know who Bob is?
I have no idea.
Sometimes I think you know more than you let on, Michael Martineau. Sometimes I think you know more than you let on. Yes. I'm trying to stall while I look for this email. Sometimes Facebook makes it difficult. You ever notice that? Facebook makes everything difficult. This should be easy to get to.
Yeah.
Why is it hard to get to? Maybe this Claude Johnson knows a thing or two about it.
Okay.
No, now it's not. What is the problem here? Oh, I'm not going to say that second part there, Claude Johnson. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't know if
either.
I don't know if you can say that. Maybe you can say that. I'm not going to risk it. Why is this giving me such a hard time? Like I can see the notification that you sent me something, Brian, but then I can't get to the actual thing. Why is it doing this to me? I can pull it up on my phone, though, for some reason. So maybe I'll just pull it up on my phone and plug my phone into the board and play whatever you sent me. But now I'm not seeing that either. What the hell is going on here? What is going on here, Michael Martineau?
No idea.
It's all craziness. It's out of control.
Do you know what Stefan is offering? Do you want to know?
Yeah, what is Stefan offering us?
A Dunkin' Donuts gift card with $2.14 left on it, a half-eaten Snickers bar, a handful of loose change, a couple of TD baked pens, and an unopened bag of rags of new rags.
Seriously? Joe Rodriguez offered us $20 and 5 Newports.
Now it's up to 6.
6 Newports? Stefan, you got to step it up, dude. I don't want to have a half-eaten Snickers bar? That's probably got germs on it if somebody already ate half. Would you eat that, Michael Martineau?
No, but I'll take... I won't say anything. Nope.
Oh, right. Because you don't want Scumpy to hear. And then you get in trouble with Scumpy for not cutting you in.
Say we transfer download, whatever that is.
Oh, okay, I think I know where that is. Well, we'll grab this call, and then we'll check that out. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hey, Matt, it's Brian.
Oh, Brian Mackey from Idaho?
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah.
What's going on, brother?
Nothing. What I sent you is a WeTransfer download. I'm just having the time of my life over here.
Oh, good.
Today, and it was just a thank you for playing the Kiss and some other stuff. So.
Oh, okay.
I am not a political guy, but I love your show. I love Jenny's input, and I love these other two guys, Michael and Eazy-G. And I don't know if I brought this up in the past, but you were talking about alcohol AA earlier on the cup, but I left the East Coast because of severe mental illness interrupting my life and medical and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
And I came out here to Idaho, and it was like night and day.
Oh.
Rhode Island was like bankrupt. And you couldn't get any medical. So now out here with it's a completely different way of life, but I miss the East Coast. I miss the East Coast fun, and I miss the Seekonk Mass, raceway and things like that. So I just wanted to get on here because I can't get in here through Skype and whatnot and let you know that I enjoy what you're doing. I enjoy the people, and thanks for doing it. It's just a lot of fun for me. It's
well, thank you.
I don't want to say it's therapy, but it's real close.
Yeah. Well, no, that's wonderful to hear, Brian. Thank you so much. How long have you been out there? By the way, how long ago did you leave us?
I moved out here in 2016 because I simply could not get health insurance. Now on the East Coast, the East Coast mentality is more about treating the problem. With my mental illness, it takes a variety of meds, and they were all about it. And I had a good quality of life except for being able to pay for those meds.
Yeah.
And I moved out here, and I could pay for everything, but they're all like, yeah, we want to get you off of that. I'm like, why? My quality of life is great. And they're like, well, we don't believe in it out here. So here we are, fast forward 3 years later. I'm suffering, looking for an outlet to relieve all this anxiety and depression, and I found your show. Bottom line is they don't have the same mentality of treating the problem and backing up quality of life. They think that you should be med-free and just do it on your own and breathe deep. As Pink Floyd would say, but they were on acid, so
right.
That's a completely different story. But the problem is you can't breathe deep, you can't fix it. So again, you guys, you and other radio hosts and podcasters that put themselves out there don't or may not know. I'm just going to say you may not know the impact you have on people all around the U.S., maybe all around the world. When you have a show that's dedicated to fun and, just having a good time and brightening somebody's day, be it accidental or be it on purpose. So I don't want to tie it up, man. I just wanted to call in and spend my 50 cents today.
Well, Brian, wow. Well, thank you so much, my friend. That is wonderful to hear. Your words, I'm silly and I goof around a lot, but in all seriousness, so what you said really means a lot to me. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's accidental or if it's on purpose or in the back of your mind, you're going, I love what I'm doing. You obviously do, or you wouldn't be doing it. Radio is a very tough business, and it's very cutthroat, but it's 2019. The world's a mess. Everything's a mess. It doesn't matter who's sitting as POTUS. The whole world's a mess. But there's a lot of people. I'm 62 years old. I'm a baby boomer. I went through acid, and I went through pot, and I went through all that crap, and I went through the recessions, and I went through this, and I went through that, and we're all just looking for a way to smile.
Mm-hmm.
Just a way to get up. It's easy to roll out of bed in the morning for somebody my age. The hard part's getting up off the floor. So,
right.
We're all just looking for a way to smile, man.
Right.
And I just, when somebody like yourself brings it out there, be it intentional or unintentional, you deserve some kudos to get you motivated to keep it going. Jenny's a hoot, and the rest of the guys are a hoot. And I love Chris. I almost sent Chris a care package for his podcast. I just can't afford the shipping, so it's something we'll bring up maybe behind the scenes in email. But let me get out here and let you finish the show before it gets too sappy. But I just want to say thanks, man. A big thank you from me. It doesn't matter where I'm at, Idaho or, Seekonk or Barrington, Rhode Island. It's just a big thanks, buddy.
Wow, Brian. All right. Well, thank you, my friend. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it.
All right. Let's get back to the show.
All right, brother. Take care.
Take care, buddy.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, Brian Mackey from Idaho. And now that we finished the call with Brian, I finally got this email open, so we'll go ahead and play it.
Oh, my. This is a whole lot of fun. Hey, Matt. Hey, crew. Brian from Idaho. Got everybody on the desktop. I don't know if it's all coming in, but hey, Matt, thanks for playing the Kiss, man. That rocks. I really enjoy the show. It's a lot of fun. I'm really not political, but everything else I enjoy. So kudos to you and Jenny and the gang down there. It's a great show. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
All right. Very nice. Very nice. Now I know it actually opens much easier if I do it on this computer as opposed to my MacBook. So that's good to know for the future if Brian sends us Brian, send us something anytime and call anytime during the show. That was really nice. He almost made me cry, Michael Martineau. Underneath the radio persona, I'm a very sensitive man. That's why I get so concerned about Scumpy leading you down the primrose path, as I'm sure you are.
Yeah, yes, I am.
Yes. Let's see. Thumbs up in the chat from Brian Mackey. Mike Pelopita joins us and says, hi, everyone. Hello, Mike. Joe Rodriguez is asking, do you accept EBT for the couch? I don't think there's a way for us to accept EBT.
No.
Either technologically nor legally, right?
Correct.
Because EBT is more for, like, food and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. I always hear, whenever the subject of EBT comes up, you know, if I'm talking to one of my Republican friends, who, as far as I know, they're all still speaking to me. I can't figure out why. But, you know, they have all these stories about these people who use EBT cards and go out and buy these lobster dinners and in-ground swimming pools and everything with their EBT cards. And it's not how it actually works. No, indeed. Not how it works. It bothers me, actually, the demonization of poor people. Really, it sticks in my craw, to use an expression that I'm not sure anyone actually says anymore. Do the young people say that, Michael Martineau? You would know. Do the young people say that sticks in my craw?
That's the first time that's the first time I'm hearing of it.
Right. What about that's stuck in my grill or something? Do the young people still talk about things being in their grill?
Unless you have an actual grill in your teeth, not really.
Right. Did you say that the other night at the Davion when the guy asked you to leave? Did you say, "Hey man, why don't you not be stuck all up in my grill"?
I did not, and that'd be disrespectful.
That's very mature of you. You're far more mature than I am, which is weird because you're only 25 years old. I would have been like, "Yo, man, you're all stuck up in my grill and stuff. You're like a piece of corn stuck between my teeth." I probably wouldn't have gone quite that far. That'd be a bit much, right? Because then, you know, you say that to somebody, you start talking about corn. Next thing you know, you're engaged in fisticuffs. Are you glad that you didn't, that you ended up getting the job as dishwasher and not having to be a bouncer at the farm? Because you probably would have had to engage in fisticuffs with unruly patrons if you were a bouncer, right?
Hopefully not, but I like the dishwashing job right now. It's going great. Some it's gonna wear me out eventually with these long nights, but I'll make it through.
Now, you don't ever engage in fisticuffs when you're washing dishes, right?
Nope.
All right. How do you feel about that? Are you relieved, or is there a part of you that's kind of like, I'd kind of like some action?
I'm relieved I don't have to do that. I get to stay in the back of the house and just do my thing and make sure they have enough plates and dishes and whatnot.
But if you had to, you could give someone a stone cold stunner.
I could, but
that's what I thought. Let's see. Joe Rodriguez says, speaking of grill, are those teeth divorced or recently separated? Whose teeth? I have perfect teeth. Is he talking about your teeth?
I have no idea.
I don't know what's going on. I can't even see your, no, your teeth are fine.
Yeah.
I don't know whose teeth he's talking about. Do you want to know how perfect my teeth are, Michael Martineau?
Sure, why not?
I not to brag, I got lucky on this one genetically. I have never had a cavity.
Really?
I've never had a cavity. And the reason is, or I assume the reason is, so neither of my parents have ever had a cavity either. So, as the offspring of two parents with perfect teeth, I just have like super indestructible teeth. And my dentist even told me, and this was like 20 years ago, my dentist said to me, he goes, I probably shouldn't be telling you this, so don't get complacent. But if you've gotten this far in life without ever having had a cavity, you're probably not ever going to have one. You're just not prone to cavities. So, and I just have like super teeth. I got the chompers. I have like the teeth of a panther. I could be out in the wilderness and still eat. I could just like, with my super teeth, I could chomp into a gazelle and just feast. It's pretty impressive, huh?
Yep.
Thank you. I do need that validation, Michael Martineau, because, I'm very insecure. I mean, even with my phenomenal teeth, I still have insecurities, and I'm all too aware of my flaws and foibles. I may need counseling.
The couch is not for sale, guys.
Oh, no. Is somebody still...
No, Rodriguez again. Joe.
Brian Mackey says, LOL, they don't know what a craw is. Oh, referring to the stuck in my craw. I don't know what a craw is, to be honest with you. I just know that it's not pleasant to have something stuck in it, whatever it may be. Let's see. Jenny says, meanie, replying to Joe. Joe says, I'm just here for the couch. Yeah. But you kind of have to be here for the couch. Like, you have to be here to carry it down. I mean, well, you could, I mean, if Joe came for the couch, you could help him, right? You'd help him carry it out? I mean, you could probably put that thing on your back. I mean, you were almost a bouncer at the farm. You're strong. You're like Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse. Isn't there a scene in Roadhouse where he has to carry an entire big heavy couch on his back? I might be thinking of a different movie. Maybe it's Ghost. Sorry, go ahead.
I have a definition. Definition now.
For craw?
Yeah, so craw is the crop of a bird or insect. So I would probably a beak or something, but there's an idiom for craw, stick in one's craw to cause considerable or abiding resentment, rankle. She said I was pompous, and that really stuck in my craw.
Right. No, that's great. Thank you for looking that up. I, as a general rule, and this is just me, and again, I make no judgments about anyone else's proclivities. I don't really want anything stuck in anything. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah, you know. Like, I just don't, you know. But anyway, I mean, that's just a matter of personal policy. Brian says, I'm thinking of a different movie. Brian also said, well, first Joe asks, does that couch pull out because I don't? Oh, well, that deserves a, where'd my air horn go? Michael, have you seen my air horn?
I'm not.
That deserves an air horn. Let's see. No, the couch, let me put that back on the couch. That couch does not pull out. That couch doesn't do anything. I had to, by the way, this is true. I had to yell at John Hopwood the other day, who's, of course, celebrating his 90th birthday. I had to yell at him the other day because he comes in here and he's like, I'm just here to take a nap. And he just stretches out on the couch.
During your show?
Well, it was right before my show. He thought he was just going to stretch out and listen. And I said, no. That already was an issue with someone else. And I was specifically told that is frowned upon in this establishment. You can't just lay on the couch and stretch out during the show, because then it looks like there's somebody passed out on the couch. And besides, do you really want to stretch out on that couch? I mean, it's one thing to sit on it, but do you really want to stretch out on it?
No.
I mean, I remember, you know, I've played in a lot of bands, Michael Martineau. And I remember, you know, the last band that I was in that had rehearsal space over at Morgan Storage here in Manchester. We had a couch in our band room, and it was, you know, I'm not even going to go any further with that. But let's just say it was well used and gross, but would work okay in a pinch. That's all I'm going to say about it, Michael. I don't want to be like Scumpy and lead you down the primrose path and corrupt you and rob you of your innocence the way that he has and his satanic music. Brian says, why is the couch even for sale? Raffle it off for cancer. Well, see, the thing is, and that's a great idea, Brian, but I'm not sure that the couch actually is for sale, because there's one problem. If we do sell the couch or raffle it off, then we don't have a couch. We need a couch. Now, like over a year ago, there was at one point some talk that Mike Doyle, you know Mike Doyle.
Yep.
Frequently on the morning show with Peter White. I think he usually goes on Fridays. Mike Doyle had said something about getting us a new couch. I don't know whatever happened to that.
Right.
So, I don't know. Let's see. Waltius Reed joins us in the Facebook live chat. Hello, sir. Brian says, air horn is in the craw, LOL. No, air horn is in the soundboard. There we go. I'm kidding. It's not really in the soundboard. It's an actual air horn. I have someone who stands in the corner off camera and blows into it. Well, you don't really blow into it. You know what I mean. Benjamin John Wilcox says, Ashanti sent me for the couch. Oh, Ashanti. She had some hits. Whatever happened to Ashanti? Do you remember Ashanti, Michael Martineau?
Not really.
Yeah, I barely remember her, but she had some hits. I'd let Ashanti have the couch if she showed up here. I don't think I'd say no to her. I don't think you would either, would you, Michael Martineau?
I'm just... These comments are hilarious.
I know!
Yeah.
Waltius Reed says, rocking and rolling, in quotes. I don't know what you mean by that, Walty. Joe Rodriguez says, me and Pookie already got $20 and 6 Newports on it. You and Pookie are going in on the couch together? Well, that's good. Then they can carry it. And then you won't have to carry it, Michael. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to be like Patrick Swayze in that movie. Benjamin John Wilcox says, you got 10 viewers who most of us want you to start the couch auction. I'll bid 22 if it's got love stains. Let's see. Let me put the camera back on the couch. Now, this couch, I don't think, I mean, I have 20/20 vision, and I don't see any, but we don't know what's lurking under that cover.
Yeah.
What do you think, Michael Martineau? Does that look stained?
With the cover, no. Don't know, but we don't know what's underneath it, so.
Right. We really don't. And it's what's underneath that so often matters because things have a way of seeping through. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Now, the other couch I was describing, that had some stains. You know what I mean? But that one's long gone. I don't even know where it ended up. So, there you go. Let's see. Joe Rodriguez says, it's a nice couch, though. I wouldn't say it's nice. Would you say that's a nice couch?
It's okay.
I would say adequate at best.
Yeah, adequate at best for sitting down and participating in a way. So
it's really not even that comfortable to sit on. To be honest, no, it really isn't. Waltius says, dude snoozing on couch might make for interesting convo. Maybe even a humorous prop, LOL. No, that's, I was told in no uncertain terms, no one can be snoozing on the couch. The weirdest thing about that, though, in the case of John Hopwood is, so he comes in, I think Eazy-G was here that day. He's like, oh, I'm just going to stretch out on the couch. I'm not going to participate in the show. But I mean, he can't just listen to other people talk and not talk. It's John Hopwood. So he would have been sitting up within minutes, maybe seconds into the show and would have been talking. So, Jenny says, I hear 22. Do I have 50? 50 for that couch? Wow. Score. Brian shared something as a suggestion to close the show today. We'll see. It's opening. It's trying to open. It will open. It's a YouTube link, but it's sometimes the internet runs slow here, and sometimes it doesn't. Let's see. Waltia says it's got a cover on it. Who knows what lies underneath? And Brian says it's a nice couch cover. It's an adequate. Oh, sure, we can play that at the end. Little AC/DC. It's an adequate couch cover. I don't know. What do you think, Michael? Would you want that? I'm not suggesting you bid on it. In fact, you being here on the show today, it would be a conflict of interest for you to bid on it, I think. Yeah. But would you want that in your living room? Let me put the camera back on it. I'm just realizing how lopsided it is. I never even noticed that before. Like I'm looking at it, and one side is higher than the other. It's kind of lopsided.
I have a different angle of it, so it's
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Jenny says it's a holy one even. Does it have holes in it? The couch cover? Probably does. I don't know. Well, anyway, so we're out of time. We got to go. We got to wrap up. Michael Martineau, thank you so much, my friend, for being here today.
You are welcome.
This was an unexpected treat. Thank you for sharing that story about what happened at the Davion. And I think Scumpy has some explaining to do. But you stay out of trouble.
Will do.
All right. All right. Very good. Thank you to everybody who participated in the Facebook Live chat today. Thank you to Brian Mackey for calling in, as well as Eazy-G, Eric Gagnon. And let's see.
Heidi Hamer, too.
Heidi Hamer? Oh, yes, I forgot. You know why I forget? Because she doesn't identify herself when she calls, but we know her voice. So, yes, thank you to the Honorable Heidi Hamer. And if you missed any part of today's show, you can catch it online. And, of course, don't forget the morning show with the great Peter White. You can hear, have you been on there recently, Michael?
A couple weeks ago, but it's with my work schedule now, it's kind of with the late night tape. But I'll be back on there eventually.
Excellent. All right, so we got to go. We got to get out of here. Don't forget the Hop Knot at 1000 Elm Street, a great place for gourmet pretzels and beverages and so forth. Wonderful. 1000 Elm Street in the Brady Sullivan Plaza. And we're very honored and privileged to have them as a sponsor. And that's it for us for now. Talk at y'all a little bit later. Bye, everybody.